All right, the next answer of the final two is sarcasm. When you call someone an anti-white and they say, whatever, that's not a real word, and they laugh and they point at you and they say, what are you, some kind of idiot? What have they just revealed by saying that? Anybody? By making fun of the term anti-white, they have just revealed that they are anti-white. Prince. By making fun of it, it's the same. It's exact. What is someone's position when they make fun of the word racist? They don't believe in the concept. They object to it. Maybe they do hate people of different races, or maybe they want an ethno state and they realize that if there are people who believe in the concept of racism or who use the concept of racism, that they won't be able to achieve the safe homelands and the safe communities, the communities that they want to live in that reflect our biospirit. So they want to make fun of it. So in either case, they're trying to defeat it. So that's what's happening when you call someone an anti-white and they mock you or they mock the word. They know very well what it is. That's how they're able to make fun of it. If they didn't know what it was, they wouldn't be able to make fun of it, would they? They would just have a dumb look on their face. They wouldn't be able to say, well, it's not in a dictionary. I mean, this is sort of, I mean, straightforward, isn't it? So again, if you were on a street corner with one of these people and no one else is around and they say something anti-white and you call them an anti-white and they mock it, you just walk away. But you are salesmen and women, you're proselytizers, you are redeemers, because this is a movement of redemption. You are trying to redeem our brothers and sisters. So if you are in an environment where there is somebody who mocks the use of anti-white, or they mock you, they mock the word, and there is an audience, or there will be an audience, use that opportunity to break that down so that they admit that they are anti-white. In so many words, admitting to being anti-white is that it's okay to, well, deny that there's any suffering for white people. That's good. Get them to deny that there's any suffering for white people. Get them to admit that it's revenge, and that they feel that that's justified. Get them to admit any of these things that ultimately arrive at anti-white conclusions. Anything that you can get them to say that results in an anti-white conclusion is good for an audience that's either live or will be there in the future. Does that make sense? When people read that, when they see the imbecile mocking the word anti-white, or they see the imbecile mocking you, and then you break it down and you show and you get them to say that indeed they are for the revenge, they think that no, there is no suffering for white people, that you can ask them in that kind of a scenario, so then you are all for white people being fired from their jobs and losing their source of income to put food in their child's bellies so that a non-white person can be hired in their place to achieve diversity quotas. When they go to defend that position, you've just won for your future audience. Ignore that person. He or she is an idiotic foil. We just had Prince write again, $5. I think he wrote, "We're going to win." It just jumped up off the screen. Thank you very much for that super chat, brother. I appreciate it very much. We are going to win without question. So again, and the reason why I focus repeatedly on the context and the objectives is because I am not going to be able to be there with you in every one of these conversations. If you understand the context and you know the objective, you are going to be able to come up with the arguments, you are going to be able to come up with the ideas, the things to say to achieve those objectives. And the more you work at it, the sharper you will get at it over time. If I lay out a hammer and nails for you If I lay out a saw for you, you eventually say, you pick up the saw. I don't have to, and wood, I don't have to actually show you how to use the saw. Eventually, you will grab the saw, you will feel the bladed side, you will see that it's harder than the wood, you will realize that the saw cuts through the wood. I don't have to show you how to work the saw. That is how this works. I'm sharing the context and the objective, and you will make these things happen.